What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today is Wednesday, which of course means it's time for another Western New York Wednesday here on the channel. And the beer I'm reviewing today comes from the Big Ditch Brewing Company, and they're out of Buffalo, New York. And this is their Cannon Call, which is the 6th release in their Lock IPA series. So this is a double IPA that comes in at 8.4% alcohol by volume, 56 IBUs at the time of review. This beer is just under 2 weeks old. So the Lock IPA series, if you look behind me on the pretentious wall of bottles and cans, I have drank the first 4 of the series. Number 1 was their packet. Number 2 was FIP. Number 3 was 363. And number 4 was their Dibble. I didn't get a chance to try the 5th release, which was their Canvas, which bums me out. I went to the brewery when they released it. I was a few days late and they just sold out. Actually, when I got to the brewery, the guy before me bought the last couple 4-packs, so whatever, what are you going to do? Showed up here locally, but I just didn't really seek it out. So if they rebrew it again, I'm definitely going to grab it. So this is the latest release in the Lock IPA series. They have a little spiel here on the back. If you're unfamiliar with the Lock IPA series, it basically pays homage to the Erie Canal, which has a pretty big historical significance in the Western New York area. So it says, our Lock IPA series explores the range of fantastic flavors that can be found in hoppy beer. When the Erie Canal was completed in 1825, its completion was toasted as the Great Celebration. As part of the celebration, cannons were placed along the canal within earshot of each other and were fired in both directions from Buffalo to the Hudson River and back. The entire Cannon Call took 3 hours to complete. Cannon Call is a double IPA with Citra, Nelson Sauvin, Idaho 7, and Simcoe hops to yield a tropical flavor explosion with notes of orange zest and grapefruit. So this is going to be interesting. I've honestly, all 4 of the beers, I think I gave them all a 4.25. My favorite probably is the original packet, with a close second being Dibble, the 4th release. But all of them have been pretty damn good, so I can't really complain. And yeah, anyway, let's pour it into the new Big Ditch mini Tiku that I have going on here. Yeah, so this is pouring out. Now, they don't say they're New England style IPA, so many of these within the series, have the look of a New England style IPA, even though they don't call it that, so, Anyway, pours out this really hazy, again, orange honey color. That's what it looks like. It's a little bit more vibrant in person. On camera, probably not going to come off as, probably more dull on camera, but a finger of a bright white head. And yeah, it looks like a double IPA. Not much more to say about it, but I can smell it when I was pouring it, and I want to get a nose. Oh yeah, wow, that has really juicy, like they say orange is grapefruit now, big apricots and peach. If you hear a train in the background, it's because the train's passing by. Oh yeah. Some pineapple, definitely some zesty orange. Zesty orange as opposed to like a straight on orange juice character. There's this acidic orange juice vibe that I get in a lot of IPAs from breweries that give what Matt over Massive Beer Reviews likes to call the water nerd treatment. I'm getting that. Really, wow, that train is really close. It's passed by right now. Yeah, it smells awesome. It smells juicy, slightly acidic. There's really no other character. There's no pine. There's no herbaceousness. There's no earthiness. There's none of that. This is full on juice, at least from the nose. So let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. This series has been one of the better series of beers that I've had, period. They're just always very consistent. The reason why I rated all of them a 4.25 is because they're all pretty delicious in their own right. So right up front, this one's like higher side of medium body at 8.4%. That's cool. This one's not as soft as smooth as a lot of them. I imagine they're probably using some oats in here, for the body and whatnot, or, the body, the mouthfeel. But this is more like a crisp, effervescent, like spritzy carbonation. This finishes quite dry with a slight bitterness. It also has this very like acidic feel to it. Like I said, the orange juice, like an acidic orange character. If I was doing this blind, like a whodunit beer review, I would probably guess there is some kind of like orange in here, or maybe some kind of just citrus fruit. That's how zesty and how acidic this beer kind of is coming off in my palate. Right up front, a lot of juicy orange, the aforementioned apricot, a little bit of peach as well, some mangoes hanging around, maybe even a lychee. Goes down relatively easy at 8.4%. I couldn't tell you this might be like a skosh over 6%. It doesn't drink like a big beer whatsoever. And it's super refreshing. As you can see, I'm putting it down. It's another winner in the Lock IPA series. For me, they're 5 for 5. I'd still like to try Canvas. A lot of people say that's one of their favorite. And still bummed I didn't get a chance to try it. But yeah, if you see this in Western New York and you haven't picked it up yet, grab it. Chris, over at Off the 10th, if you hop the border, go to Lewiston, Brewed and Bottled, or wherever, they might even have this at Wegmans. You might have to buy a 4-pack of it. But this is worth trying out. I think it's pretty tasty. So I'm just going to keep the rating the same as all of the rest in the series because I don't think it's any better or worse than those. Just different in its own right. So Cannon Call, the 6th release in the Lock IPA series from Big Ditch, is going to get a 4.25 out of 5. Like I said, if you're in the area and you haven't tried it yet, do so because this is tasting quite delicious right now. And like I said, another winner within the series. So appreciate you guys stopping by for another Western New York Wednesday. Be on the lookout next Wednesday for another installment. Until then, cheers.